We can't fix what we can't talk about.
And then somebody talks about, how does the Department of Child Protection and the legal structures and then tell a story of a narrative, because they might have some story of their own. So I think it might be jarring in a moment, but you might not understand in that moment. There's a trigger to be given to everybody, or some people, or partly. So when you're having conversations as a keynote, I'm just coming back to the conversations, which is your forte. As a keynote, you are having one-to-many conversations. You might not be looking at each and everybody in their eye. You might not know everybody, but you have to be considerate at some level. But you are going with the flow. You are doing what your body is telling you, and then deliver the message in what way or form. So how do you deliver the message with authentic power without being, digressing on triggers and then trigger warnings and all of that stuff?
And again, as a speaker, you get experience in reading the room and feeling the room. And so you kind of can get a sense. And of course, certain audiences, if I'm speaking to a tech startup audience, I might use different language than if I'm speaking to accountants, right? There's more conservative, more progressive audiences, not even that those two are examples of that. So you'd find the gauge in the room. I think one thing, though, that we are lacking perspective, distinct perspectives. I think you're sort of asking, what's the threshold, or how do you make your message palatable for an audience? And
without diluting the message.
Well, yeah, and I think that people are afraid to say something that's meaningful or something that is unique because they're not willing to take responsibility for that message and for any pushback. So I think you have to understand what you're about, but say the thing that might be difficult. A phrase I've been playing with is, we can't fix what we can't talk about. And if we can't talk about it, if we can't name it, then it continues to be a problem. So yes, if someone's triggered, or yes, if someone gets offense to this, or yes, it pushes against the norm in that industry, it's important to name it. Even if you are a minority perspective, at least it's something interesting for people to grab onto. Something I've been writing about recently is hypersensitivity in our culture. So people who are very triggered, very easily upset, people who are, there's a fragility maybe, and I got a bad performance review, so I'm gonna go on stress leave for a month, so I think our culture has a heightened level of sensitivity now.